out the car for me. I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need?
Yeah, whatever you need. Like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab it. We're not going anywhere right now. Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes. You stay there for right now, sir. Just stay there, but yes, you can. But come on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Goes off. Okay. Let's right back over here. So, we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're going to explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though, okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a Donner's room.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm, like, willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor. We just take this off.
Can I ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me.
I'm like...
I get it. You have a lot of questions.
I'm so scared.
Right now, I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yeah. He's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like, I'm so lost right now. I'm
sure you are. Like I said, I can't answer any questions right now. Just to tell you that right now you're being detained for an investigation and we're bringing you into the police department. And once you get there, they're going to fill you in on everything.
Lester, are you able to reach it down there? Alright. Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
You want a bag?
Yes, please.
Alright. Trying to grab which bag out of there.
Possibly a drunk driver. No complaints tonight, though.
Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous?
Yeah.
I don't know, do we have any of those Emesis bags like laying around the farm? I figure something better than nothing. Or here, if you stay with her, I'll go grab it.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Kind of put it on the floor here, alright?
Okay.
A few paper towels on the floor here if you need it, alright?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't ever believe a woman's tears. Like, women use crying as a way of manipulation. And most time they do get away with it. Because every time you see a woman crying, as a man, you tend to just believe, like, okay, this shit really hurt this woman. That's why she's crying. But one thing I've learned is you should never, like 90% of the time, don't ever believe a woman's tears. It's always a form of manipulation. Because this woman has slept with a 14 years old 45 times. And she's acting like she don't know what she did. That's the craziest part of it. How do you not know why you're being arrested? It's like a drug dealer crying like, yo, I don't know what I did. You're a drug dealer. Of course you know what you did. The police ain't just gonna show up at your door for no reason. Like, sometimes you put yourself in situations, you know the situation you put yourself, and you're still crying like you don't know what you did. That's the craziest part of that video. Because, most times when we see women crying about some certain situation, we just tend to believe them. We just believe them. But, 34 years of living, I've seen a lot of women cry and still do bad things. I've seen a woman crying and still cheating on the husband. I've seen a woman crying, begging the husband, but still cheating on him. That's why I say you never believe a woman's tears. Trust me, it's just a way of manipulation. Because this high school issue, it's becoming a problem, if I'm being honest. Because even me personally back in school, then you see some certain teachers and you're like, how is this women allowed to teach? Because this shit, I think a lot of time we don't bring awareness to some certain things. And high school female teachers sleeping with a bunch of 13, 14 years old, it's not talked about enough. If I'm being honest, it's not talked about enough. Every time a man does something, we're quick to jump into like, yo, let's talk about that. Or let's have something to say about that. Or let's criticize the man for this or for that. But when men are going through some certain things, especially a young man, we don't talk about it. We just ignore that shit. Why do we do that? If a man reports something like that, like, yo, my teacher's, raping me, they don't do nothing about it. Nothing. They just assume the dude likes it. Oh yeah, you sleep with a hot teacher, you must like it. That's always the assumption. Because every time I turn up the news or I check Twitter or something, it's always some 48 years old woman sleeping with a 13 years old. But yet, these feminist women are going to complain about, oh, your age gap relationship is a problem. They're complaining about a legal adult age, like 1830 or 1925 or 1930. They complain about that. But yet, in high school, these women are just running through this 14, 13 years old kids, taking advantage of their sexual hormones because they do know these young kids ain't going to talk about it. They're not going to tell their mom because these kids don't even know what they're doing. They don't know what's going on because these teachers are just taking advantage of this, these young boys. Because as a young boys, there's some certain things we do when we're young. We just think it's fun. Like we go back to a friend, oh yeah, I slept with my teacher. Oh, my teacher's 40 years old, I slept with my teacher. Yeah, but we don't know, like that teacher just took advantage of me. He just took advantage of you. But as a man, we just brag about this thing. There's so many, that's why every time I see some certain statistics, I just laugh. Like when, men are tend to do these 90% of the time, or women are tend to do these 10% of the time. That's why some statistics, I just laugh at it. Because there's so many statistics, especially domestic violence or rape or so many things, sexual assault, harassment, that is being pushed towards, men do this more, men do this more. But honestly, I think women do it more. The problem is men just don't complain about it, or men do not report it. It ain't because women don't do this shit. Women do it at a higher rate as men do the same shit. The problem is women are quick to become victim of that shit. Why men, we just brush it. Oh yeah, I slept with Miss Cassandra. Fuck it. She's hot. Fuck it. I'm 14, I'm 13, but I'm sleeping with a 50 years old woman. But fuck it. Because, oh yeah. But that woman just took advantage of you. You just didn't know that because you think you just had sex with your hot teacher. I think a lot of boys just don't talk about this shit because as a boy, we don't play victim. We just, oh yeah, she's hot. That's it. We don't play victim to the shit. It's not because what the teacher did is right. It's just most time as a man, we just move on with situations. That's why all the statistics and all this shit, 90% of the time, this shit is just bullshit because most men don't even report a lot of this shit. So many men are going through domestic violence as we speak right now. But they're just not talking about it because who's going to believe him? Who's going to believe a 5'3" woman is beating up a 6'5" man? And it ain't because she can beat him, it's just he don't want to go to jail. Same thing goes with this high school female teachers just running through these kids. Okay, let's assume this kid decided to tell the mom. Who's going to believe the mom? They're going to believe the teacher. If the teacher say it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Of course, they're not going to believe the young dude. They're going to believe the woman, the teacher. That's why most time young guys don't talk about it because who's going to believe it? There's no proof. If you don't have a proof for that, who's going to believe it? That's why a lot of young boys don't talk. And most time a lot of young boys think, oh yeah, it's sex. I had fun, that's it. But she, as a grown-ass woman, she knows what she did. Like, awareness are not being brought to this shit. Every time we just see, oh yeah, this female teacher just did this or this female teacher just did that. But it's not in, what's the name of this news? Good Morning American or whatever. You don't see that shit on high top news channels. You don't see it being publicized. It's always buried, like a low key thing. But if a man does the same thing, boom, it's all over the news. It's trending. But if a woman does the same thing, it's just always on the low key. Like it's like they don't want people to know about it. That's so sad. I know this is the society we live in, nothing is going to change, but sometimes you just got to bring awareness to that shit because eventually, we might say this little boys had fun, but maybe they didn't have fun. Maybe they didn't have fun. We didn't know that. Anyway, guys, that's what I thought about it. I just want to bring awareness to situations like this. And, if you had anything to say in the comment section, I'm going to reply your comments and I'm going to, like your comments and shit. Please like and subscribe. I'm out.